How's it going, everybody? Cable Guy Ken here with you. Yeah, I'm out here in short sleeves and flip-flops and shorts. It's probably about 65 degrees today. Yes, it is the 1st to 2nd of December. Wanted to show you real quick. I did a short little quick review on this Condor Nessmuk style knife, the Nessmuk. I got this at the gathering back in August, 1st of July. I did a short little review on it. I've been working with it now, using this primarily in the place of my Pathfinder knife, especially just right here around the house, doing little odd chores with it. Been doing a lot of splitting wood. I don't know if you can see all the marks on it and all. I've not sharpened this yet. I've just been stropping it on a leather belt with about maybe a 30,000 grit compound on the belt, just dropping it every now and then. I don't know that, yeah, it's not popping the hair off my arm anymore, but it's still plenty sharp enough for, you know, doing woodwork. If you needed to skin things back, if you needed to make little feather sticks or curls. And this is a really big piece of wood to do this on, but as you can see, it'll take little fine little pieces of wood off of it, or you can still get in there and, you know, do some larger stuff. I was using it with a baton, the end of this down, take chunks out of this big piece of oak here, I believe it was. I'm gonna make me a little permanent baton out of it. It's got a good heavy heft to it. I'm just gonna take the saw to it right here and finish shaping this down. But I've been using it to split. I've been splitting this wood here. Here it's pretty good hard wood. I mean, and this, even for a shorter blade, it does a real good job of it. You just have to pick your battles, so to speak. And this is usually about the size of stuff that I'd be splitting. Stuff about like this is what I usually use in my grill. And even if I'm out in the woods, I like to cut them, you know, 8-10 inches at the most in length. And you know, stuff usually about that diameter, just because it's less work to process it down, which means a little bit less wear on my blade. And here in South Carolina, we don't really need the, you know, big roaring fires in the wintertime. I'll let y'all see that. 2 big knots I just pounded through there, just to show you that, I mean, yeah, it was a cheap knife. It's $10.75, but it will go through just about everything I've tried it through yet. And I know the blade you can't really see it, but there's no chipping, no rolling, anything like that on that blade. It is about time to sharpen it, but it will still, I said, for most of what we're doing, even this hard bark here, it'll still go through it good, and you can still get in there and make your fuzz sticks, even though you can't shave with it anymore. And I used this to process all the deer meat that I put on the smoker the other day and made jerky out of. I said, it's still cutting the meat up just fine. It's still, you know, plenty sharp enough for that. Which just goes to show you don't need a knife that you can shave with to do your work out in the woods. I mean, if you got a knife that sharp, the edge is real thin, and depending on the blade and who made it, it can tend to be a little bit fragile. So just wanted to do a quick review on that. I was going to give you another idea about the hand drill. You know, usually when we make the boards for our hand drills, we'll take, this is a piece of willow that I'm getting ready to make a few boards out of, and with a piece this big, well, this size here I should say, I'd cut it down, like I said, probably 8-10 inches, somewhere right in there, and I could probably get 2 good full-size boards out of this, which would give you room for maybe 24 burns, 24 holes for your spindle shaft, especially if you're using, this is just a piece of mulling that I've been using for the hand drill. You know, it doesn't make maybe a 1/4 inch wide hole, so you could get, you know, maybe 24 fires out of it. What I was thinking, and I gave it a try here and it didn't really work, if you cut this end down into discs, say about that big, you know, maybe a 1/2 inch thick disc, then you could make 6 burns in this easily. The problem I was running into, and I might try it again with my multi-tool with the saw on it, but because of the grain of this wood, especially this willow, when I tried making my notch, I was splitting the wood out. It would split apart. But let me cut this down real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, there's my little disc that I just cut out. I said it didn't take but a few seconds. And I mean, in theory, what I'm talking about doing is pretty cool. I mean, you got this little disc. I could get 20 or 30 of these discs out of the same one. And if you can make 6 burns in around this, that's 90 burns or 90 fires basically you could possibly start out of the same 8-inch piece of wood, as opposed to, you know, 24 50 fires you might get out the other. Plus you could keep 5 or 6 of these little discs in your pack and they wouldn't take up much room. You could even keep it in your back pocket. Well, I said the problem I ran into, I'll just get a quick little burn in on this one and show you. At least doing it with a knife. Like I said, with a multi-tool, you might can do it a little bit better. That little thin spindle, it's easy to flip it around a little bit if you ain't careful. And see, there's what I'm talking about. Trying to cut that notch out, it caused that wood to split. Even if I went in to the side like that, it was causing the wood to split on me. And I'm afraid it's going to fall apart as soon as I get some force on it for doing the, you know, the coal. Yeah, see there? It's starting to crack the wood open. I mean, it was a thought. I thought about it in my head and thought it might work. And I mean, I don't know, some of y'all might can, you know, you might can make it work. It might be something I'm overlooking. But and I'm standing up. I'm not down on the ground, you know, in proper position, I guess you could say. But you'd need and there it goes, it finally split out. You'd still need something on the back of this to hold it steady. You know, even if you just put like a small twig down and, you know, had your foot on it or something, or a small, you know, outer piece of wood or something that would hold this steady while you did it. And if you can cut that notch out with a multi-tool or something so that you're not stress fracturing that wood like that, I think it would work. And it may work with other woods a little bit better than this. I said this is willow, and the grain in it, you know, you can see the grain running across it the way it is. It just makes it real easy to break apart. So if that's it for right now, y'all, just a couple ideas I thought I'd share, let you know how things are holding up with that Condor. I know there's been a lot of mention on Dave's page lately about them. And honestly, y'all, for the money, you are not going to go wrong with these. Comes with a real nice leather sheath. Has probably a rosewood handle, satin finish, and especially this knife in particular, I just really love the way it fits my hand, especially when I was processing that meat. It just really worked real good. So that's it for right now. Appreciate everybody watching. Didn't have any takers on my contest that I put on, the contest for the kids. Don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. I may just hold another contest and allow anybody to enter it, and you know, maybe then we can get some winners. I still want to try to do something for the kids later on, maybe you know, during the summertime when most kids are out of school. We'll see how that goes. But appreciate you watching, appreciate all your comments, your ideas. We'll catch you in the next one.